Erev Tov Rabotai, we are continuing with our Mishna Yomi, Masechet Nedarim. We are up to Perek Yud Aleph, Mishnah Yud Aleph. Today's Mishnayot should be Leilu Nishmat, Neria ben Svetlana Ranbai, Eliyahu ben Burchai Israelov, Chana bat Miriam, and Sason ben Raya, Menuchatam began Eden, Amen. And Lavdil ben Chaim lechaim, and the Refuah Shelemav, Daniel Nashim ben Rosa, Betor Shah Cholei Israel. The Mishnah begins, Konam Sheni Nened Le'aba Ulavicha Im Osani Al Picha. If a woman says to her husband, Konam, that I will not have benefit from my father or from your father if I do some work for your mouth, meaning once I do any sort of work for you, I will become prohibited to have benefit from my father or your father. Or if she says, Konam, that I will not have benefit from you if I do some work for my father's mouth or for your father's mouth, her husband can cancel these Nedarim even if she has not yet done any work, and therefore the Nedar has not taken effect, because these Nedarim are insulting to him and therefore hurt their relationship even before they go into effect. It is insulting to a husband for his wife to say that working for him will make her prohibited to benefit from her father or father-in-law. It is also insulting for her to say that working for one of them will make her prohibited to benefit from him. And that is then a Mishnah Yud Aleph. We are up to Mishnah Yud Bet, the final Mishnah in Masechet Nedarim, which discusses a few cases, including one that involves a neder, in which a wife's statement creates grounds for divorce. Barishona Yu Omrim, originally the sages would say, Shalosh Nashim Yotzot, there are three women who are forced to leave their husbands, meaning they can be divorced against their will because of a statement they made. V'notlot Ktubah, and yet they take their Ktubah payment even though their own statements cause a divorce. The Ktubah is a document signed upon marriage that requires the husband to give the wife a sum of money, usually 200 zuz, when he divorces her or dies. By Ktubah, our Mishnah refers to this payment. Usually if a man is required to divorce his wife because of something she did, for example, she committed a breach of modesty that harms the marriage, as it discusses in chapter 7, Mishnah 6 in Masechet Ketubot, usually she does not receive a Ktubah payment. In the three cases of our Mishnah, however, even though she caused a divorce, she does receive her Ktubah. They are one, the wife of a Kohen who says to her husband, I am impure, meaning forbidden to you, because another man cohabited with me against my will. A Kohen is forbidden to remain married to his wife if she cohabited with another man while married, even if it was against her will. However, she receives her Ktubah payment because the divorce is viewed as being the husband's fault, for it is only because he is a Kohen that divorce is required. If he were not a Kohen, they could have stayed married, since a non-Kohen's wife who cohabited with another man against her will remains permitted to her husband. Number 2, Shamayim Beni Lebenecha, a woman who says to her husband, heaven knows the truth regarding private matters that are between me and you, meaning you are not capable of fathering children. Meaning she's saying only God in heaven knows the truth about this matter, and she claims that he is unable to cohabit in a way that can make her conceive. The sages rule that she has believed, and she is entitled to demand a divorce on the grounds that she wants children to help her when she is old and to bury her when she dies. Since it is her husband's disability that causes a divorce, she is entitled to a Ktubah payment. And number 3, Nitula Ani Mina Yehudim, a woman who makes this neder, I am removed from all Jews, meaning cohabiting with any Jew, including my husband, is forbidden to me. The husband is therefore forced to divorce her. Although she made the neder, the divorce is not considered her fault, because it is safe to assume that she made the neder only because cohabitation is painful for her. Therefore she receives the Ktubah. Even though the husband could cancel this neder on the grounds that it hurts their relationship, there is no point in doing so, since cohabitation is painful for her and she would not engage in it anyways. Now, as time passed, the general level of morality declined, and the sages were concerned that these laws would be abused. Chazul Omar, later the sages went back and said that these laws no longer apply. So that a wife will not cast her eyes on another man and desire him, and then act improperly toward her husband by using one of these claims falsely in order to force him to divorce her. In earlier generations, the sages held that a woman is believed to make these claims because it is assumed that she would be too embarrassed to lie about such matters. In later times, the sages became concerned that a woman might indeed lie about such matters in order to get divorced and marry another man. In the case of the neder that made her forbidden to cohabit with anyone, she could get divorced and go to a faraway place where no one knows about the neder and marry another man there. Rather, a Kohen's wife who says, I am impure to you, tavi raya lidvareh, must bring proof for her words. that someone cohabited with her against her will, meaning without proof, she is not believed. Shamayim bini lebenecha, and if woman says heaven knows the truth regarding matters between me and you, yasu derech bakasha, the court should act by asking her to stop making this claim since she is not believed. Netulani mina Yehudim, and if a woman makes the neder, I am removed from all Jews. Yafer chenko, the husband should cancel his share, meaning the part of the neder that forbids her to cohabit with him. Utieh mishamashto, and she may then cohabit with him. Although the sages originally assumed that there was no point in the husband canceling her neder because cohabitation was painful for her, they later became concerned that she was lying about cohabitation being painful. Therefore, the husband should cancel the neder on the grounds that it hurts their relationship and not divorce her. Utieh nitula min Yehudim, however, the other part of the neder remains, and therefore she will be removed, meaning forbidden to cohabit with all other Jews if she is divorced or widowed. When a man cancels his wife's neder on the grounds that it hurts their relationship, only the part that affects the relationship is cancelled. The rest of the neder remains in effect. In our case, then, her neder will leave her forbidden to others after her husband divorces her or dies. And that is an abotai of today's Mishna Yomi. Mazal tov on completing Mishnah Masechet Nedarim. Hadran alach, v'adrach alam Masechet Nedarim. Baruch Adonai leolam. Amen v'amen.